Okay, so from today it will be completely hands-on DevOps. Okay, so we are going to start with Terraform. Then, so let us try to understand first what is a Terraform. Okay, so Terraform basically it's a infrastructure as a code. Okay, for example, whatever we used to do manually, like whether creating a VPC, subnets, internet gateway, everything manually, but here it will be in the form of scripts. Okay, so it will be like this. So let me take you to this. Now these are some of the examples. So for everything in a pre-written scripts will be there. For example, let me show you for the VPC. Okay, yeah, so this is for the VPC. Now for example, now this is a simple, see here, see like this way we need to write. Okay, we need not write from scratch because everything will be pre-written. See here, we need to just use this code. Okay, now this is what I call a key value pair. Okay, so this is a key. Now whatever you see here, cadr underscore block is a key and this is a value pair. So these things we have to follow. Okay, now so let us understand before we going to this coding. So let us understand how it works actually. Okay, now okay, so this tool was invented by HashiCorp organization. Okay, and why we should use infrastructure as a code? Because it it creates a lot of speed and reliability, because as there will not be human intervention, there will be very less errors or almost nil errors, and we can reuse the code for different types of resources, right? See, improved speed, reliability. Okay, and we need not scratch our heads to keep on creating the resources manually, right? Okay, now why Terraform? Because this is a open source, you need not pay a single penny. Okay, and this is platform independent. So what do you mean by platform independent? It supports, now this is a mediator between your cloud and you. Okay, to automate your infrastructure. So Terraform has support for all the crowd, for example AWS, Azure or anything, and they call it providers. Okay, right? Okay, and we have Terraform modules for everything. Okay, see here, our small Terraform modules for our small reusable Terraform configuration for multiple infrastructure resources. Okay, so that is called code reusability. So if you write the code for one VPC, you can just make the changes in the code, or you can copy and you can use the same code for different VPC as well. Okay, now as I said, providers, it has support for AWS, Azure, GCP, Alibaba, every type of cloud support is it has. So that is why this tool has become very popular. Okay, believe me, this has become very popular. Okay, now let us understand how Terraform works. Okay, yeah, so this is how it works. Okay, so in our local machine, we need to first install the Terraform binary file. Okay, it is just a simple, we can configure in 5 minutes. I will just show you how to do that. Okay, and once you download that binary file, we have to add it in the path. If you are using Windows, so we need to add it in our environment variables, and we need to create the files like this in the form of .tf, that means .terraform. Okay, so every file should end with .tf. Okay, I will show you. Okay, and then who is your provider? Okay, whether it is AWS, Azure, or GCP, or Oracle, OpenStack, VMware, Alibaba Cloud, any provider for that matter, you need not specify what it has to do. You just need to write the file. Okay, now for example, you need to go to there is a official documentation. Okay, now this is a AWS. See, if I go here, now if you see, if you select your Azure, now it will have your own module. Okay, but we are not discussing Azure, so you need to click on AWS, and it has all the modules you want. See here, getting it? Just a minute. Okay, so yeah, so we need to use these modules, and we need to provision our resources in our AWS account. Okay, so this is how the overall introduction of how the Terraform works. Okay, but so there are two ways you can achieve that. Okay, so first what you need to do, first go to your AWS account. Okay, so this is a step number one. What you have to do, you need to create a user with the CLI access to your AWS account. Okay, now go to your AWS account. Okay,
Sir, 1 second, sir. Sir, recording ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ sir.
yes,
Okay,
it is being recorded, and it will be shared after the class. See here, it is being recorded. Okay, so now what you have to do, you need to go to your AWS account and go to IAM. Okay, this we have already covered. Okay, you know how to. If someone doesn't know, just follow along today. Okay, now this is what IAM dashboard will look like, that is identity and access management. So just like whenever somebody joins for a college or for any class, for any company, so their user ID will be created. Okay, for any student, their roll number, their name will be created. So same way, whenever if you want to access resources, or if you want to create resources inside AWS, you need to create a IAM users. Okay, so go to, it will take you to this dashboard. Click on users and click on add users. Okay, name it Terraform-user, or you can also mention only Terraform. Okay, and just give this access key and click on next permission. Attach existing policies directly. Okay, and select the first one, administrator access, because if you want the Terraform to create resources on your behalf, so you need to select this administrator access, and then go to tags, and you can give a key, that is key value, that is name, and value you need to give Terraform dash user. So this is for your, it is optional, you can follow along and then review. Yes, so username is Terraform blah 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 and create user. So this will create. Okay, now be careful, you should not share this access key id and secret access key, and you have to download this. Okay, and you have to download, and it will download like this. Okay, sorry. Once you download, it will be in the form of Mithun underscore access keys. Okay, or new user dash new underscore user underscore credential, or you can rename it also. You can rename it as Terraform dash user. Okay, and you can save it. Okay, because if you don't save it, the user will be gone. Okay, now this is the step number 1. So we have completed. Okay, now the second step will be, you need to install the AWS CLI in your in your laptop. Okay, because what Terraform does is, okay, it will get the job done using the AWS CLI in the backend. Okay, so that is why Terraform is very powerful. So you need not tell, because AWS CLI also has various commands. For example, let me show you. Now these are the command. Now let me tell you. Now AWS S3 ls. Now this is one of the AWS CLI commands. Okay, see. Now if I have to create bucket, I need to type AWS S3 make bucket. Okay, and I need to give S3 colon my buck dash 2022 dash Terraform. Okay, so like this I need to give the command, only it will perform this. Okay, isn't it? So you should be aware, you should know, you should remember all this command, but I don't want to do that. Okay, rather than I will use Terraform, I will just make a key value pair, so that just mentioning the name of the bucket in the my .tf file, and if I run some one command, it will do the job for me using the AWS CLI. Okay, now how to install the AWS CLI? Now go to Google, AWS CLI install Windows. Okay, now click on this AWS official link. Okay, see, install, update and uninstall AWS CLI version using the MSI installer. Okay, so you can use this. Okay, yeah. So now go to this. I will share you this link as well in the chat or in the group. Okay, you can follow along. Okay, okay, step number 1 you already know, like you have to create the user. Okay, now select Windows. So what you have to do, 1 second. Yeah, just click on this link. Okay, so if you click here, it will download. See here, it will download. Now what you have to do, once you download, go to your download directory like this. See here, and you need to double click. If you double click, it will get installed. Okay, and how will you check? So you need to check, or you can also use, see, it is using AWS-CLI-2.4.18. Okay, it is very easy. Just double click, it will install in your laptop, that is Windows. Okay, clear? Now once you are done with this second step, the third step is, okay, download Terraform. Okay, now automatically it will take you to your, okay, just download this. Okay, if you click here, it will download the binary file like this. Let me show you. Yeah, this one, Terraform underscore 1.15. So what you have to do, you have to extract. Okay, click on extract and it will. So I have selected this. So once you extract, so I have extracted in the C folder. Let me show you how it look like. Let me take you to the C folder, and this is how it look like. See, this is a binary file. It is a very, okay, 61.6 MB file. Okay, so you extract into a C drive. Okay, now one last important thing what you have to do, you have to copy this path. Okay, this one, and you have to search for, okay, search for environment variables. So it will click on edit the system variables. Okay, and click on this option, environment variables. Okay, and click on the path, this one, the third option, and click on edit. See, I have given the path as C colon slash Terraform. So where you express, sorry, where you uh, what do you say, where you unzip the folder, right? See, your the zip folder will be downloaded in the downloads folder. So you need to uncompress it or unzip. So I have unzipped in the C Terraform. So you need to add that path. So once you add that path and you press OK, then you restart your machine, or sometimes not required, and then, okay, and then you run the command Terraform. Okay, okay. Now before we go ahead with the Terraform, you need to do one last step, the third step, that is you need to configure AWS configure. Remember, we have done this for AWS and S3 integration, right? So you need to you need to enter AWS space configure, and you have to give the AWS access key ID which you downloaded here. This one I will show you. Okay, so you need to enter this. Okay, and next, secret access key, you need to enter this, the second one, this one, copy and paste here. Okay, and third, which region is, so my region I have selected is US East 1, so you need to enter that. Okay, I have already entered, so I am not going to enter, and then you have to at the last option is you enter JSON. Okay, that's it. So you now you are ready to do the Terraform projects. Okay, clear? Any doubt so far? So whatever we have done, it is just a setup. We have not done anything, I mean, complex topics. We have just done the setups. So first step is create a user in your AWS IAM and download. Second step is download the or install the AWS CLI in your laptop. Okay, and then third step is download the binary zip file and unzip it in a one path and add it to the environment variables. And then last is configure your AWS CLI using AWS configure. Okay, in this way what will happen, the Terraform, we need not mention the AWS access key ID and secret access key in the Terraform scripts. Okay, it is a threat to our account, right? So better we do it this way. Okay, now what you can do, you can use the git bash if you are very comfortable, or if you don't want to use, okay, so what you have to do, So you can now start creating the Terraform scripts. Okay. Now, or there is one more concept, that is you can also download a text editor called Atom. Okay. Now let me show you that as well. So this is how a text editor will look like. Okay. Now this is a very good tool. So if you want, so you can have, you can create all the files here in one screen itself. So for example, let me show you can download using this. So let me show you download Atom. Okay. Now it will take you to this link and download. Okay. So once you click on download, okay, it will be, you will get a setup file like this, that is atom setup -x64. Okay. Now once you are done with the setup, it will open like this. Okay. Now you can create a directory called Terraform project and you can create. Okay. Now let me, so in under this, let me create a new folder, that is VPC demo. Okay. That's it. See, as you can see, there is no file inside. So you can create, right click and create a file. So you can name it as main.tf. So remember, all the files should be in the form of or in the extension .tf. Okay. Now it is very easy to write the Terraform script. Okay. There is no coding required. Okay. I will tell you how to remember this. So that is key value pair. Now we are going to deal with the AWS, right? So first and foremost, what we have to do is we have to mention the provider. So we need to tell the Terraform that boss, you should use the provider AWS to do my task. Okay, so how to do this? Just type, see, it is only provider, and open and close forward bracket and enter. Okay, clear? Then you need to mention region equals, in the double quotes mention US East 1. Okay, that's it. Clear? Now come to the, this, only this thing is you have to remember. Okay. Now let me take you to the Terraform modules. Okay. Okay. Now say VPC. Okay. So click on AWS and click here. Okay. I will share you this as well in the group. Okay. It is very easy. Don't get too much panic. Okay. See here. Now, okay. Now I will start with the very basics. Okay. Mm, just a minute. Okay. So go here. You will get, yes. Let me paste this as well. Okay. So now see here. Now you need to mention the resource. Okay. This is the key and value. So what you have to mention, AWS underscore VPC, and this is the name inside the Terraform. It has nothing to do with the what it is creating inside AWS. Okay. So this is what you are calling in your Terraform script. I am telling the AWS VPC as or in other words, I am referring to AWS VPC as main. You can call it Mithun also, it doesn't really matter. Okay, now let me take you to
Excuse me, sir. Can you please increase the font size?
let me try. Yeah, can you see it now?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, see, I am just telling the what resource you have to create. Resource is AWS VPC, and I am referring that VPC as main inside my Terraform script. Okay, now I am mentioning the cadr underscore block as this one. Okay, right? And we can also give tags. So just what you do, you just copy this. Okay, and go to your atom and paste here. Okay, very simple. Now you can change. Okay, now instance tenancy default. Now let me go back to my AWS console in the in GUI. Okay, now let me go to this. Okay, now let me go to the VPC. Now I'll show you that it has created or not after running the things. Okay, now as you can see, there are only 4 VPC. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let me create one more. So all are having 10, 255, 10, 4. So I can change here. So my requirement is not 10.0.0. I will change. So I will change it to 10.23.0.0/16. It's my wish. Okay. Now tags I am giving. I am giving as production. Okay, production VPC, and that's it. Okay. So is it any difficult? Nothing. So just I have mentioned the provider and the region. Sorry. And then press Ctrl S to save your file. Okay. Now go to your git bash and go to the directory. Where is your VPC? Now VPC. I will go to VPC dash demo. Okay. Now if I see here, now I have cat main.tf. Yeah, that is the file we have. Okay. Because if some of you may not feel convenient to write in Vim editor, so better you use the atom. It is a very beautiful text editor. Okay, so it will come handy for you. Okay, now you need to remember some commands. Okay, first command you should run is terraform init. Okay, let me, I think I have missed something. 1 minute. Missing name for provider main.in. Let me see what I have done. Yeah, so one mistake I have done is, see, key value I have not mentioned AWS here. Okay, clear? And press Ctrl S. See, provider is AWS, right? So I forgot to mention key, and there should be a value here. Key value, key value, like that. Okay, now you come here, that error will be gone. Yes, so Terraform init. Sorry. Okay, so Terraform init, that means initialize. So now what it is doing, it will download. So when I enter the command terraform space init, that is initialization. Now what it does, it will create some its own modules. Now let me just show you by the command lsfnia. See here, it will create this directory dot terraform, which will contains all the modules. Okay, required. Now if I, and this is the log file. Okay, this I will explain tomorrow. Okay, you will get confused. Now if we go inside this dot terraform, see, it has providers. Okay, now see, this is the, see, AWS See, so this has downloaded the Terraform provider, AWS version 4.2.0 executable file. Okay. Now this is responsible for, okay. Now this is responsible for running the commands, okay, on my behalf. Okay. So I have initialized, so it created whatever it needed. Now I will do. Now in order to check if there is any like indentation or any configuration mistake, you can run Terraform fmt -check. Yes, so it is saying some it is telling me that this file is having some mistake. So what you have to do, it will rectify. So what it has done, so it has changed, so it has given the space. Okay, so after the provider it created some space. Okay, so that what it did. Okay, now after plan, what you have to do, after check, then you have to do Terraform plan. Now Terraform plan, what it does is it will tell you that what it is going to do with your AWS account. Now just wait and watch, it will tell you. This will take some time. Yeah, now if you observe this, see what it is going to do. It is going to create what? It is going to create AWS VPC, that is main will be created, and the CIDR block, this is what it is going to create. Okay, and it is going to create with the tags name production VPC. Okay. Okay, so still we have not applied the changes. That is, the plan means it is just going to tell what you have to do. Now we have to run the command terraform apply. Okay, now it will ask your confirmation, yes, do it. So it will take some time and it will create. See, it is creating AWS underscore VPC dot main. Now if I go to my AWS account and if I see there were only 4 VPC, if I refresh, see production VPC, it has created. Clear? Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now in order to destroy, that is very simple command. You need to just terraform destroy, just one command, and it will delete everything whatever you have created. It will destroy in minutes, and you have to type yes and it will delete. Now if you see here, it is gone.
Sir, we can create in AWS account only, no, sir?
Sorry. Yeah, in AWS account only. Yeah.
Why we went for Terraform that all?
No, that is for automation. No,
Okay.
nobody will ask you to see. Nowadays what's happening, earlier this was happening. Now they expect you to write everything on code. See how fast. See, you may think that only this is a simple script, you are feeling it is very silly, but what if it has to entire infrastructure, within minutes it will create, like S3 bucket, your EC2 instance, everything in one go. Okay, that is what. See, I will show you one example Terraform scripts, you will understand. See here, see here, resource AWS instance name. Okay, AMI AD instance type tag, and then VPC. So all these things you can mention in one file and you can create it in seconds, right? So that is the agenda of automation. You're getting the point. So you are asking that, sir, why if you are to create in AWS, why we are using Terraform? The answer is we are using Terraform to create the infrastructure in using code, not manually. We don't want people to create like this now anymore. Now VPC like this, all those things. Okay, this is manual way of doing. But why we are using manually? Also you can create that what we discussed initially to understand the concept. But now what the industry, the IT industry is expecting is you need to create using the Terraform script like this. Okay, now I can simply change it. Okay, now I can change it to 232 and I can save it and I can run, it will create. Is it not? Then for to this code only, let me show you. Uh, okay, so we can also add subnet, right? So I can, along with this I can also add like this. Let me show you. So let me go to this. I can add. See, now main and the VPC ID is okay, AWS underscore VPC dot main dot ID. So this one it will create, and CADR block we should change it to 10 dot 232 dot 1 dot 0. Okay, now this is main name, you can give main subnet 1. Okay, now let me run Terraform plan. See, it is going to create a now new VPC. Okay, just a minute, I saved or not? Let me just check. See, now let me go to the VPC. If I refresh, see production VPC 10232, and if I go to subnets, see main subnet 1. So dynamically it picked. See what I told, boss. What you do once it is created, you pick the AWS underscore VPC dot main dot ID. That means main. This is the main. You got it right? So main.id means whatever you are going to create the ID, we'll get the VPC ID once it is created, right? So that ID you use and create the, but you should be aware of the CADR block. If you do any mismatch here, it will fail. Okay, so like this you can keep on adding. You getting the point? Okay, so yeah, you then in one command I can delete everything. See, Terraform destroy.
ಸರ್ ಇದು ಬಿಗ್ ಬ್ಯಾಶ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇನಾ ಸರ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗೋದು, ಕಮಾಂಡ್ ಲೈನ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಇದು ಕಮಾಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ?
This is command only.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಇದು ಕಮಾಂಡ್ CMD ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇದು ಬಿಗ್ ಬ್ಯಾಶ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾ ಸರ್ ಇದು?
In command line also you can do. Let me
ಸೇಮ್
show
ಥಿಂಗ್
you.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಸರ್?
Let me show you. You need to go there. So this is the command line. Now cd d colon, it is not okay, cd, yeah, array, it is not, 1 second, it is still in C only. cd change directory, it is changing but it is not going actually.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್, ಓಕೆ ಸರ್. ಅದೇ ಸರ್, ಅದು ಬಿಗ್ ಬ್ಯಾಶ್ ನೀವು ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಅದು ನಾವು EC2 ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ಬೇಕಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಲಾಗಿನ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕ ಸರ್? ಅದು
ನಿಮ್ದು ಏನ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ
ಸರ್. ಇದು ಬಿಗ್ ಬ್ಯಾಶ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು, ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು?
ಹೌದು, ಗಿಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಶ್ ಅಲ್ಲ.
ಗಿಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಶ್, ಓಕೆ ಸರ್.
ಇದು ಗಿಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಶ್ ನಾನು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಲ್ಲ. ಇಟ್
ಹಾ
ಇಸ್
ಸರ್, ಹೇಳಿ.
ವಾಟ್ ನಾನು ಯಾವ ಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಟ್ ಬರಿತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಇದು ನಾನು ಲೋಕಲ್ ಮಷೀನ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಬರಿತಾ ಇರೋದು. ನೋಡಿ ಡಿ, ನೋಡಿ ಇದು ಗಿಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಶ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು? PWD. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಲಿನಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದು.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಇದು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದೇ ಸರ್, ನಂಗೆ ಗಿಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಶ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ನೀವು ರನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ
ಲಿನಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ನಾನು ಯಾವ್ದು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾನ್ಸ್ ಲಾಂಚ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಇವತ್ತು.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್.
ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವೈ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರನೇ ನಾವು AWS CLI ಮತ್ತೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಇದ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ?
ಆಯ್ತು ಸರ್.
Okay, so let me stop recording 1 minute.